to the final four. Going in to shoot the last film, Oh Boy. And this one kind of went under the radar a little bit, but I really like this one. It was a fun shoot. Probably my favorite director of photography was this guy that shot this one. Just a really cool guy. My assistant director was fun. They played a big prank on me. You all didn't see this on the show. Because of my style, wearing the hat backwards and all that. They said they forgot to get a shot. They always shoot us coming on to the sets every week when we shot a video. They said they forgot to get the shot that week, and I need to go back and redo it. So I'll go back, and I'm like, whatever. Go back. When I come back in, I walk around, and every person on my crew is wearing their hat backwards like this. A red hat that says True Whip style on the hats. It was funny. A big practical joke. We had a good time shooting this, and this was tough too. Again, we didn't get the log line for this. A man wakes up in a dress until probably a week before we had to shoot it. So there's just really no time to come up with stuff. You just do the best you can. So I did the best I could, and oh boy, this is what it turned out.
The rest is history. That's the one that got you to the last show.
That's correct.
And on that,
we was actually supposed to make a final film too. It was always an idea that the final three were going to make a final film, and I had not bragging, I had a really, really good idea that I was hoping that I was going to be able to shoot.
Well, we hope that it's not just a short film, that it may
be a feature. I don't know. The one that I was wanting to do was probably just enough for a short film, but there's plenty more ideas up here for a feature, and it was good. That's my summer. That's what I did all summer.
And I know that there's a lot of people out there who wanted you to win, and I know that I wanted you to win. But I think that's right. I think the fact is that you did win because you opened the eyes of America up to the talents of a young director, of a person who has been blessed by God with great talents, and great vision, and great foresight, and you now get to write your ticket. And I think that we are honored that today we can sit in Winchester, Kentucky, small town America, with hopefully going to be one of the greatest directors of all time. And we can all say we were here when his movies were shown on Jason Epperson Day. So we want to thank you for coming. If you all would give him another round of applause. Jason's not going anywhere. He doesn't know this yet. He's going to stay and sign some autographs. I've got some blank checks I'm going to have him sign. Before we dismiss and just let you all mingle with Jason, he's a tremendous young man. He has a great future ahead of him. I know that we're all honored to know him, and I know that however long and however great he becomes, that he won't forget his roots. That's just the character of the man that God has planted in him and that he's become. And we just hope that, I know we're sad to lose him. We're going to miss seeing him having to put up with all of Isaiah's antics as he gets older. But we are thankful for allowing him to allow us to be a part of his life and a part of his day. Before we dismiss, Leeds has a couple of things coming up this week. Our own Judge Julia Hilton Adams, who is our circuit judge here, has written a script called The Capture, and it's the story of Frances Calloway Holder, who along with her sister was captured by Indians back in 1776. That's going to take place this Thursday. Please come and watch the one-woman show that's being put on. Also, as I mentioned earlier, when Leeds opened in 1925, the movie Tumbleweeds came out. We're going to be showing Tumbleweeds on September the 13th. It will be starring William Hart, and I don't know if there's anybody out there who remembers him as the America's first celebrity cowboy some 90 years ago or so, 80 years ago. Huh? I'm the current greatest celebrity cowboy. And then, as you all leave, there are surveys. Leeds wants to know what you think. We want to make this, I'm hoping that every year we're going to have a Jason Epperson Day and a Jason Epperson Film Fest. Maybe we can kind of get it like Paul Newman's Sundance. We can have...
but next year we can premiere my first film here.
That would be great. As long as we don't invite Terry Fisher, I'll be there.
She'll get the first phone call.
Well, and maybe we can pick her up at the airport with all of our hats turned backwards and our Get Around T-shirts. But we just appreciate you so much, Jason. And before we let you go to sign autographs, one last time, if you could give him a round of applause.